This is the Dollemore Daily, and I'm Jesse Dollemore. You know, one of the side effects of being an attention seeker when you're in Congress, one of the side effects of being an attention seeker rather than a legislator is that when someone else starts getting the attention, it's going to make you mad. And you're going to want to claw back your time in the spotlight. That's what happened yesterday. On the floor of the House of Representatives of these United States, Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert went at it. Somebody posted a very brief clip of them. I'll play it. I'll just play it while I'm talking. Of them having a little chat on the floor of the House, and it seemed contentious. You can't hear because of the mics and how microphones work, but the chair is even saying, hey, take your conversations off the floor. Someone's giving a speech right now. And then it was reported that this wasn't just a hunch. This was true. Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert going at it. In fact, one of them calling the other a little bitch. They're frenemies now, big time. I'm going to read from this reporting from the Daily Beast, and then I'm going to read some quotes from Semaphore. It's remarkable. The Daily Beast headline here: Marjorie Taylor Greene calls Boebert a little bitch on the House floor. A feud has been boiling between Marjorie Taylor Greene and Lauren Boebert for months. It finally reached a new level on Wednesday. The messy feud between two of MAGA world's biggest stars burst into public view on Wednesday when Representative Marjorie Taylor Greene called Representative Lauren Boebert a little bitch to her face on the floor of the U.S. House of Representatives. Now look, this is not just somebody reading lips. People were interviewed. Republicans were interviewed. People who were talked to who witnessed this go down. The angry exchange came as the two lawmakers have been swiping at each other over their competing resolutions to impeach President Joe Biden. But tensions came to a head on Wednesday after Boebert leveraged a procedural tool to force a vote on her impeachment resolution within days, undercutting Greene, who had offered her own resolution, but not with the procedural advantages of forcing a vote. Greene apparently cursed out Boebert while the House was voting Wednesday afternoon as the two spoke in the center aisle of the House floor. Part of their interaction was captured on C-SPAN's cameras, which I've already played for you. According to two sources that saw the exchange and a third familiar with the matter, the back and forth began when Boebert approached Greene, then seated in the chamber and confronted her over, quote, statements you made about me publicly. All three of the sources said Greene called Boebert a bitch. One of the sources said Greene called her a little bitch. I mean, look, they often talk about how this isn't junior high. We've got the business of the people to do. And then they don't. And then they don't. And then they don't. There's no business of the people here. This entire fiasco and sham to force a vote to impeach Joe Biden. For what? Dumb shits. What are you going to impeach Joe Biden for? According to two of the sources, Greene then stood up and alleged that Boebert copied my articles of impeachment, to which the Colorado lawmaker fired back that she hadn't even read Greene's resolution. You see, I got a couple more paragraphs here with quotes, but you see, this isn't about duty to the country. This isn't about getting something done. When Democrats impeached twice Donald Trump, it wasn't a publicity grab. It was for the good of the country to try to get rid of a corrupt, self-dealing, extorting of foreign leaders president, an obstructing of justice president. No one cared who got credit for it. They just wanted the job done. Not the case with these Republicans. I've donated to you. I've defended you, but you've been nothing but a little bitch to me, Greene told Boebert, according to one source who witnessed the exchange. And you copied my articles of impeachment after I asked you to co-sponsor them. Come on. It's not even all the quotes. Hang on. The name calling was confirmed by another GOP lawmaker and another source who witnessed the exchange. I heard Marjorie call Boebert a bitch right to her face, one GOP lawmaker said, granted anonymity by the Daily Beast to speak freely about the argument. Okay, Marjorie, we're through, Boebert then said, shrugging her shoulders. With Boebert's back turned, Greene responded, we were never together. I've already read this a couple times and it still gets me. Reached for comment about the exchange, Boebert didn't deny the back and forth. And then here's Semaphore, another online outlet, more of an independent flavor, I think. And they've got quotes that aren't in that Daily Beast article. This is from Semaphore. Marjorie Taylor Greene explains why she called Lauren Boebert a little bitch. Asked whether there was any chance the two would reconcile after the confrontation, Greene said, absolutely not. She has genuinely been a nasty little bitch to me, Greene told Semaphore. So it's Marjorie Taylor Greene giving a quote to a journalist saying that she's been a little bitch to me. Speaking to reporters Wednesday morning, Greene said that Boebert had basically copied my articles, then tried to leapfrog her. Later in the afternoon, she says Boebert confronted her about what she said to the press. Quote, I was sitting down, and so I stood up, and I said, I'm happy to clarify my public statements to your face, she's told Semaphore. I told her exactly what I think about her. Greene said she told Boebert she was upset that the Colorado lawmaker had decided to imitate rather than support her own impeachment effort. It's purely for fundraising, she told Semaphore. It's throwing out red meat so that people will donate to her campaign because she's coming up on the end of the month and she's trying to produce good fundraising numbers. Greene said, final paragraph here, Greene said that at one point in the fight, parts of which were caught from afar on video, which I've already showed you, Boebert accused the Georgia lawmaker of accidentally spitting on her lip. Then, toward the end of the exchange, Boebert tried to re-engage her, but she cut the conversation off. I said, you need to shut up because the only person that's recognized to speak right now is Luna, she told Semaphore, referring to Representative Anna Paulina Luna, Republican of Florida, who was then given a speech on the floor. So again, it's who's going to get credit for creating the most chaos. It's all about self-dealing. It's all about me, look at me, look what I did. And it's also phony bullshit that is worth nothing, that will accomplish nothing. If Greene's mad about anything, it's also that she's unable to fundraise off of this. Look, the Republicans, as much as they'd like to act like they have the agenda of the American people at heart, they don't. It's pretty obvious. As much as the Republicans act like they've got it all together and they're going to be able to take it to the Democrats, they don't. They can't even get along with one another. When your most radical members can't even radicalize properly together, strengthening their position in numbers, come on. This is one, funny, because I love to see the enemies of America vanquish one another. It's such a soap opera down there. Anyway, what do you think about this? I would love to know. You can call, leave me a brief voicemail, 714-576-4054. Of course, you can email me, you little bitches. Daily@dollemore.com. Man, this is never going to get old. If you'd like to support my work, if I bring you value, if I bring you a laugh or information that you find valuable, click the join button below. Become a channel member for $1.99 a month, or go over to patreon.com/IDoubtIt podcast. You can also click the super thanks button. I love you guys. I appreciate you. I'd love to see you on social media. I'm at Dollemore, and I'm going to see you next time. Again, you little bitches. Be genuine. Take care of one another.